live again, Rockin' Pod 2019. We got some awesome dudes with us right now. It's a band called KAATO. We have Hunter, Hunter, Kurt, and
Mika.
Mika.
Yeah, that'll
Mika,
do.
Damn, dude, I don't know why I have so much problems with that.
We just complimented his name like 7 times.
I know, but whatever, man. Sorry. That's the thing. Anyway, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for stopping by, man.
No worries, man. It's our pleasure. Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah, definitely, man. You guys were a blast to research, dude. We love your music, man. Obviously, the vibe is fucking awesome. So,
thanks.
Originally from Australia, correct?
Correct, yeah, Sydney.
All right,
yeah.
Awesome, man. How long have you, but you currently relocated to Nashville, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We recently got our visas to stay over here
man.
for a bit of a longer time. We've been coming back and forth for I don't know, 6 years now. Hunter's lived here his whole life, so
Okay.
a bit of a local guy.
Nice, brother.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Nice, dude. So what's the major difference between Sydney to Nashville? Like, what's
Well, I mean, the weather's really, really different. You think it gets hot and cold in Australia, but you come over here and you learn that it really gets hot and it really gets cold over here. It's boiling in summer, freezing in winter.
Yeah.
But really, it's just, the space, the freedoms, the different things you can do over here. Things are a lot cheaper over here for us. And, it's...
because Sydney's one of the most expensive cities.
Super expensive, dude.
Nuts.
I mean, you find a, one-bedroom shithole in the middle of nowhere and it's like $750,000 to buy it.
That's crazy, dude.
Full-on hyperinflation of prices.
Yeah, that's like some East Nashville prices, man.
Jesus.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's wild, man. So you guys, just more opportunity brought you out here then?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pretty much there's a really vibrant music scene here. There's a vibrant music scene in Sydney, but there's a big pushback from the government there. They've got this thing called the lockout laws, which basically means that once you enter a club at 12 o'clock, if you leave, you can't get back in. They won't serve you shots after 12 o'clock. It's absolutely choking the life from our small businesses in our city. It's really, really ruthless. So, we've got a very passionate music scene, but it's really hard to fight back against that. And, you can spend your whole life fighting, or you can just go somewhere where it's easier to do it. And that's sort of the way we looked at it. It was like, we love Sydney and we want to come back and conquer that side of the world. Yeah. But, for right now, this is where we need to be to actually make a push.
Yeah, absolutely,
Awesome,
man. And so have you found it obviously to be easier since you've been over here?
Absolutely. I mean, it's just easy, being in the same city as so many musicians and so many like-minded people. You can go out to a rock show and you've got so many people in the same boat as you who can help you out, different musicians, producers, engineers. It's just sort of a healthy work environment. I feel much more inspired over here to write.
Yeah, man. It's the community here. There's just no other place like Nashville, man.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. And a lot of people think, Nashville country music, but man, there's everything here, man.
Not anymore. That's it.
Yeah. That's it, man. And I want to thank you guys for bringing back, or not bringing back, but just being a part of rock and roll and bringing it here back to Nashville, man. Because it's
our pleasure, man. Honestly,
dude. We love what I'm hearing from you guys. It sounds fucking badass. You guys look fucking incredible, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, man. Since we're an apparel brand, dude, obviously you guys got the fashion down, man. What's your approach to rock and roll fashion? Where do you draw the influences from? How much of a part of it is?
You guys just jump in on this. Help me out here.
I mean, literally anything and everything. A buddy of mine owns a vintage shop up the street from my house, so I just go there all the time and just, he gives me good deals, so I just look for whatever I think's cool. I don't know. Very 70s, I'd say.
For sure, dude. Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think the most challenging thing is, Mika and Hunter and I, we'll all go to a vintage store and just sort of sift through things, but it's always trouble finding things that actually fit you correctly because, people were really shaped differently back then,
Yeah. Oh, my God, yes.
Not as much fast food going around, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Wartime rations.
Yeah.
GMOs, man.
GMOs. That's right, man.
Dude, I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recently and just was mesmerized by the outfits, but just how fucking tiny everybody was. David Bowie was a tiny motherfucker. How did he wear that shit?
He was. I think it was all the coke and meth, maybe.
Totally. Yeah. That's the diet everybody was on, man.
Yeah.
That was good, man. What's been the most exciting thing for you guys as a band so far, man? Are you starting to feel like you're catching some good momentum? What's going on right now?
Absolutely. I think the most exciting thing for us so far has been, traveling across to Japan and having such, a bright response from people over there.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah.
We got, 100 200, 300 people lining up afterwards to sign. You know, it's crazy to us. You go over there and there's so much excitement and passion, especially for organic music. Anywhere where they can go out, they can sink a beer, have some fried chicken and watch some rock and roll. That's what they're all about. They're a pleasure people, and that's what we love about them.
That's amazing.
It's really
I want to
cool.
go do that right now.
I know, seriously,
awesome,
right? Let's just
Chicken, rock and roll, beer, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, we're only 5 minutes away from the airport. Let's just, hop on up.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, exactly. No, but I think that's probably the most exciting thing is just, getting to go to different countries and show people our music and gauge the reactions and sort of, work on that. And I think another milestone for us was cutting our latest album. I think that, the last album we did with a producer, and it sort of ended up a little bit different than the way we wanted it. So, actually getting to build our studio at home and work on a record and do something that actually really sounds like us was a big peak.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's got to feel like super fulfilling, man. And just a huge relief, not trying to answer to someone else's expectations. For sure.
No one's saying no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
Fuck
definitely,
you,
man.
I can.
right. That's a hustle, man.
That's the rock and roll way. So y'all are doing the record yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We cut it at home. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Completely in our studio, apart from the keys, where we went out to Mike Webb's studio and he played all the B3s and the piano and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it was nice to have that work and play atmosphere at home where you can work for a few hours and then you can break and go and have some dinner and relax and come back up, start working again. It's just a much better experience.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Sure, man. Where are you guys playing next?
Not sure actually. Yeah, I think we've got a potential date coming up in late September with Mangus, and what's the other one that we've got coming up? What's up?
Atlanta in October, maybe.
Yeah, Atlanta in October is coming up. But really, we're only just starting to book shows over here. We had focused more on Japan and Europe. Totally. And this year, we're 100% dedicated to touring the United States. So, we're looking for any and every show we can get.
We need you, man.
Definitely do, man.
Please.
We're here for you, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Dude, let's talk about inspirations, man. Growing up, were y'all just, was it constant rock and roll? Was it a little bit of everything?
We've grown up playing similar styles of music.
Okay.
And it was in high school we met, and we found our passion for rock and roll through vinyls. We listened to records together.
Totally.
And it's kind of it was at that stage everything. It was anything from Sabbath to Fleetwood Mac, just anything that was 70s and sounded really good. Exactly, it was the production that got us first. And then that kind of it just grew into, I guess, rock took over. Cheap Trick was a big one, Boston, Aerosmith, and the songwriting just started changing. That was probably 8 years ago now, though. So, it's taken a while to get where we are now and really have our sound down. But, yeah, it was everything. And even now, we listen to so much different stuff. Pretty much if it's 70s or it's got good production, we're there.
It's all about the production, really,
For sure,
Our influences just came from, smoking and listening to records every night, and just, taking in all this information instead of, starting out trying to meaningless create. And, you know what I mean? Instead, being more of a sponge, absorbing all this stuff.
It's an organic process instead of,
Exactly, being forced to being we're gonna write a song about being sad today.
Right.
Really? Really? I feel like that's such a Nashville thing in a way, you know what I mean? It's man, let's get together and write a song, man, and it's gonna be really sad. It's gonna be genuine. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah. No,
everyone's
how about
gonna
we don't
feel
do that?
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a broad range of emotions to pick from, man. It doesn't have to be that one.
Oh my
man.
God,
Yes.
yeah. So really, we just like things that have great production, and anything that caught our ear in that regard just sort of stowed itself away in the back of our heads, and then when it came time to write a song, it's maybe we sort of pay homage to that a little bit. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Is your writing process pretty collaborative like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's more me, It starts out with me. I come up with a riff, and I start to lay down the drums, and maybe a very small bass line, nothing too crazy or anything like that, and some rhythm guitars, and then I get Hunter to come in and work on some lead parts with me, and the more carving it out because he's got better fingers than me, and a better mind for that sort of style. Exactly. exactly. And then I get Mika's fingers in there as well, so to speak.
Oh,
everything about you says fingers.
This is some exciting shit.
This is getting crazy. This is getting steamy. But no, seriously, they just come in and they do the stuff that I can't because when you work on something by yourself, it's like you're on one track and you try and branch out into different things. Like I try and branch out into the drummer's mind and then this mind and that mind and then I get the bass idea, but I need other people to come in and embellish and do the things that I don't think of. Right. And that's where these guys come in as being a crucial part of writing a song and forming a song, a finalized product. And that's
Absolutely, man. Did you guys know Hunter prior to moving out here, or you just moving?
No, we met Hunter through the residency, actually.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Exactly, yeah. We met Hunter when he was like 16, I think, and
he was here waiting for you.
Exactly, and
That's
badass. We'd seen him around, and we got introduced, and I remember, that night, I think we were both on both sides, like, I think we're going to end up working with each other at some stage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things. Like I'd met Mika first, and he was super cool, and we instantly hit it off. And then he introduced me to Kurt, like I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 nights later, and it was just very like I don't know. We just had a chemistry, and it was just like I really like these dudes. I think they like me,
Yeah.
They laugh at all my bad jokes.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's social anxiety coming into play, doesn't it? Murder us all.
It's all right though, man. We're all into the same shit.
Exactly.
So at least we got common ground to talk about, man.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
we have like a Bombers and Sleeves playlist that we always play at like our events. Probably not this one because there's so much going on, but I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
We were researching you guys on Spotify and added tons of your shit to our playlist.
Thank you,
KAATO's in the rotation.
KAATO's in the rotation, guys. It's killer rock
Put
and
it
roll,
on the
man.
rotis, man.
It's on the rotis. But it is, guys. It's killer fucking rock and roll, and
It is really
digging
cool,
the
man.
shit
Yeah,
out
we
of
really
it.
dig it, dude.
Thank you very fucking much. Appreciate it.
So the whole like motto for our clothing company is just encouraging like artists, like we're musicians as well. So we just want to encourage like everyone to, push past fear and doubt and like go for what they're doing. Exactly what you guys are doing right now. Absolutely. So we have a tagline that's called "Bomb Your Boundaries." I'd love to hear what "Bomb Your Boundaries" means to you. Whoa. Just hearing it.
That is deep, man. You just bombed my boundary.
Yeah.
How dare you? Just right.
Took it out, dude.
Bombing your boundaries. That's an interesting thing. Like, I don't know. There's so many different ways I could take that. Performing or in the studio or...
We did like an interview the other day, and someone asked us like what we try to like influence people to do and what we want to leave their mark on them. And it was pretty much like, we're pretty outrageous. We're playing 70s rock in 2019. I think the whole vibe of it all is just be outrageous, do what you want. If we can influence somebody to, buy a pair of flares or put on a bit of makeup or, go write a rock and roll song, I think that's it. There's no reason not to,
Get out of your comfort zone, do something different.
Love that.
That's all bad.
Just do something different than everyone else, Who cares if they point at you or make fun of you, Who are they? Why
if
the
it
fuck
makes
do
you
care?
happy and it's what you want to do,
exactly.
then fucking do it.
Do your thing. And, I think another thing was, we got asked the question, what would you tell yourself if you time traveled back 10 years and to warn yourself about? And I said, what is the point of, going back and telling yourself all this stuff? What's the point of, worrying about what could have happened or what is going to happen?
Yeah.
Just
it
keep
might have
on
fucked
pushing.
up your path too, man.
Oh.
You were supposed to learn all that to go
Totally,
through there,
man.
dude.
You got to do the bad things as well.
Yeah.
All the fuckeries, you got to go through as a musician. But
Totally,
That's it, man. It's all part of the journey, baby.
for sure.
Good stuff.
Well, y'all, thank you very much
Yeah,
for
thank you
stopping
guys
by
so
and
much.
chatting with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
like-
wait. Last, before we end, where can people find you online?
Yes.
How do they buy your music? How do we support you guys?
At KAATO Band, at KAATO Band on all social media. I think we're on Spotify.
Amazon Music, Apple Music, anywhere where you can find music, you can find us.
Check out our new video communication.
Yes, exactly.
YouTube.
YouTube, KAATO, communication.
Perfect, man. All right, you guys. Well, thank you
Thanks,
so much,
y'all.
man. Really
Appreciate it, brothers.
Badass. Hell
Definitely,
yeah.
man. We'll be in touch for sure, dude. I mean, we live in Nashville too, man. So don't be strangers for sure.
Done.
Come on,
Hell
see you.
yeah.
All right, bro.
Love it, boys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.